So you see this mask? I used to love it when I just started Sniper Strike. When I beat someone in PvP and they saw that big old smile, I thought I was getting under their skin. Now that I look back at it, I was such an idiot. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Heine Twin. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And remember, you could find me on Instagram and Twitter if you got questions at Heine Twin. So today guys, we're going to be talking about gear. Yep, gear. There's a lot to go over with gear, and pretty much I'm not going to do all of it in one video. I'm probably going to do 5 separate videos, one for PvP, one for campaign, one for arena, one for traditional events on the weekends, and then one for the boss events. So it's going to be a 5 series video starting with PvP, and I release them once a week. But for today, we're going to focus on PvP gear. Well, I really hate to break it to you guys, especially if you're fairly new in Sniper Strike, but PvP is not a place for fashion. So players who like to put on, for example, the bunny helmet, yeah, it's not good fashion. PvP gear is not for fashion. All the gear has a purpose. Well, most of it, and most don't, but it's just available, period. And yes, that creates a lot of confusion. So that's why we're gonna break down this video and go into some great details and how to use the gear properly. So right now we have the thermal mode up in PvP. I'll go through some gear that could help you or aid you in thermal mode. But me personally, I just always use PvP at headhunter. Alright, so let's look at the helmets for example, right? So like I said, I normally go for PvP headhunter. So I normally use the Royal helmet or the Predator helmet. Now these two guns don't extend the thermal on your gun for thermal mode, but let's say the elf hat does. It gives me 3%. I also believe the Easter Bunny gives you thermal time boost also. Also the Turkey Pilgrim gives you a thermal time boost. But I wouldn't recommend wearing those because you like stick out like a big sore thumb. So they'll find you easily in PvP. So don't put those on. I'll strongly recommend either getting the Predator helmet, the Royal helmet, the EMU compact because it gives you a PvP headhunter, and or here it is, the Sparta 300. Those are the hats that I normally use, or helmets I normally use. So real quick, if you don't know what the PvP headhunter is for, is pretty much if you get the headshot on the first round of a match with your opponent, and then it doesn't matter where you shoot them on the second round, you could get an additional 8% on whatever amount of trophies you were supposed to get. So that's why I like to have the PvP headhunter on my gear selection. All the top players use PvP headhunter. That's why they score so high on the board, especially the top 50 players. So real quick here, I just want you to take a look at my score. This is just me using thermal boost helmet, and the rest of my gear is not even PvP, just wherever. I just want to show you the difference. So I got 58 trophies for that win. So now this is my regular suit that I normally wear whenever I'm playing a PvP match. I'm gonna show you the difference in my score. Alright, so I'm gonna go for headshot on the first round, just so I could activate my PvP headhunter. Headshot. So it only works if you do it on the first round. And the second round, you can shoot them wherever. Doesn't matter. Okay, you got me. That means I gotta get him on this third round. Hopefully I got him. I hate this map. Yep, there it is, 32% headhunter. So let's look at the difference in score now. Yeah, what the fuck do you do? See that? 20 points difference. We talked about helmet, so let's move to mask. So masks are interesting in PvP because none of the masks up to date has armor. If you look up here, the left corner, you see armor off, and it's pretty much with all of them off, 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 off. So there's no help in no ways in terms of aiding your gun, or it might give you a thermal boost on some of them, like in thermal maps, but the only other way that mask can help in PvP is literally through machine gun vehicle mode, where your MG could be aided with damage, which I recommend you putting on your best mask with the highest damage for MG on that. But pretty much other than those two things, masks are completely useless in PvP. So remember, masks only give you two benefits in PvP. One, it aids you in MG vehicle mode, and two, it might extend your thermal. Probably one or two of them does it. Yeah, extend your thermal on your gun, but that's pretty much it. They have no other use. So covered that one easy. So finally, we go down to vests. I like vests. I know a lot of people don't like this vest because it's got the dice, but it's my favorite. I don't care what you say. So let's jump into this. So why are vests important? They're very important in armor mode. That's one thing for sure. And I'm going to show you why. So here goes. For armor mode, vest protects you. You know what I mean? Some are really, really crappy and some don't protect you at all. So you want to pay attention to your little left hand corner right there, just right below dealer's choice. It says armor on or off. For example, this is a PvP vest, the Marine Corps, but there's no armor. So you get additional points for PvP for shooting someone anywhere. But if someone's shooting at you, there's no protection, period. I've seen people use this in armored mode, and it's such an easy kill. So if you hit this little thermal thing here, it'll put on thermal mode. So if your vest that you're wearing has a lot of pink, or where the spots are pink, that means you're getting no protection. So let's go to with dice here. See, has some blue in it. So that means my chest, my abdomen, and yeah, my package is protected. That's why I like those dice. So let's look at this one now, the turkey suit. Turkey suit is pretty much your chest and your upper abdomen. But if somebody shoots your turkey feathers, you're dead. So like I said, so if you're playing armor mode, you want protection, like the rust belt gives you good protection, or the predator. Predator gives you good protection, but also gives you a nice score if you beat the person. All right, so that's covering armor mode. Other than that, vest pretty much is the same category as the helmet. I normally go for PvP headhunter, and you'll see it up here. Like say for example, in my dealer's choice, PvP headhunter is 10%. So it adds in with the helmet. So whatever the helmet gives you plus whatever the vest gives you, it brings up your score if you go for a headshot on the first round. So now, but there's some vests like say the Marine Corps vest, it just gives you 13% PvP. So what's the difference? 13% PvP just means like it doesn't matter where you shoot the person, head, chest, leg, wherever you kill them, you have the chance of getting up to 13%. You know, it's just that with a PvP headhunter, it gives you that PvP trophies plus the headhunter. So that's why I prefer PvP headhunter gear. All right, but pretty much that, you like, say for example, vehicle mode, you probably want to put on good armor, you know, whether it's your dealer's choice or your predator or your rust belt, or if you got events gear like the hydrothermic vest, that helps reduce the damage in vehicle mode. I think that's pretty much it. That covers everything for vest. So let's move on. Okay, so next is the suits. So all the suits, I mean literally all the suits, just like the mask, have no armor. There's no armor in all the suits. But suits aid you a lot more in PvP than masks do. And how do they help you? Pretty much they help with thermal in thermal mode, extending the life of your thermal. They could help you in vehicle mode by increasing the damages on MG. And the suit that does that is, I think, is this one. No, it's, yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, over here, MG aids you on MG. That's the spec hop suit. And but pretty much I use the Fallout suit again because of PvP headhunter. That's why I use it. So suits pretty much aid your weapon in every way, but it does not protect you. That's the All right, so now on to the pads. The pads are pretty much the same as the vest. It's just that they cover a smaller area. So again, you just want to pay attention to whether it's, do you have armor on or armor off for the mode, depending on the mode that you're playing. If you're playing armor mode, you want to put on armor. If you're playing thermal mode, you want to put on a pad that extend thermal. If you play in vehicle mode, you want to put on a pad that's going to help you with machine gun. You know, so it's pretty much the same as the vest, pretty much. And again, sorry to be redundant, but you could hit the thermal thing to check to see if you have coverage or not. All right, but that's gonna be it for me on this video, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope it was informative. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me today. That's my take on gear. So look forward for the next video. Peace out.